What's up, everybody? Today I'm gonna be doing what if Deku was. Well, I forgot what the I forgot what the thing was called. What if Deku had an RPG quirk, or yeah, one of them, one of those two. So I'm gonna be doing that right now, and I think after this one, I'm just gonna go sleep. I was thinking about doing another one, but I was like, nah, I'll do two more the next time. The next time I do a video. Right now, I'm just doing this, and this is not gonna be written. Most of my stuff back then, let's say up to like, what if Zoro was Deku's son? No, what if Deku was Zoro's son? Part 3, that's when I stop writing and I just start talking. Then I'm just thinking as we go along here, people. That's how I'm usually doing it right now. And I think where we last left off, what Deku was gonna be, but I think that he's probably going to be either a Nord or a Khajiit, but I think, like I said before, he was probably going to be a Khajiit. So Khajiit he shall be. So there's, as far as I remember, Deku, Deku about to be on the chopping block. He didn't know that. He didn't know about what was going to happen. All he just thought was, well, I'm just going to be, you know, how do I say this? Deku's going to be, you know, having a fair trial. But he didn't know that this is not the kind of era that will have a trial awaiting for him. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So he's about to go on the chopping block, but he's starting to like go on to what's it called? He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking about using one of his fingers, but his hands are tied. So Deku just tries to get up, but his back is held. Because he didn't think that this was going to happen. He thought it was going to be normal. He's going to be judged, and he's trying to go like, he's trying to explain his side. But because they want Ulfric Stormcloak's head, that's what's going to happen. So now Deku's about to get his head cut off when a black dragon, whose name happens to be Aldwin, he comes. I don't really know if it's to the rescue. This was like, how would I say this? This is something that you don't see very often. Like, I think the bad guy that we have to kill saves us. Sorry. Wait a minute. Nah, I think that he would, but he wouldn't at the same time. But anyway, so that happens, and he's planning to make his escape. He runs around for a couple of minutes trying to find a way out until he sees a small dagger. And what happens is he just grabs the dagger and starts to cut him, to cut the bindings off of him, which is kind of tedious because I have my hands and legs tied up before. Doing that kind of stuff isn't like a very easy thing to do. It's not sanitary either, so Anyway, that happens, and now Deku's trying to. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be yawning for the rest of the time. But anyway, he gets out there and he starts running away until these two, I guess, factions or two soldiers, a Stormcloak trooper. I don't really know. Let's just say his name is Genfer. I don't know, Gunther, and the other name is General, or no, his name is Maxwell. So yeah, Gunther and Maxwell start fighting till the dragon comes closer, and they run to two different locations, but leading to the same, like, I guess, building. They both ask him to come with them, and Deku doesn't know who to pick, because all he knows is he needs to go with one of them. And this is when Alduin the dragon starts coming towards Deku and just roars, but he doesn't shoot fire. But Deku, all of a sudden, just grabs his freaking fingers and starts to what's called flick, do what he does best. He just does a full smash with one of his fingers. I don't really know what he called it. And Alduin, like, he gets moved like a couple of, like, 2 yards, which isn't a lot of distance, but at the same time, he was heavy. A dragon was heavy, so yeah. Anyway, after that, Alduin just starts flying again, and Deku doesn't know what's going on, but he just knows he has to run away, and he really doesn't know who to pick. On one side, one of them tries to kill him. On the other side, they say, because he's heard a bit of what's happened, just a bit, but he doesn't know. But the Maxwell was closer, so he picked him. All right, that's pretty much it. So now they both go in, and Maxwell tells Deku that he's sorry for what happened. He knows that he was wrongly convicted for crimes he didn't commit, and he just decided, hey, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and let me give you these spell books. Let me give you these 2 spells so that to compensate you for at least helping me out for a little bit, and just as an apology. And Deku takes it, but he doesn't know what to do with it. He's all like, what am I supposed to do with this? And Maxwell says, oh, I guess you don't know what magic is, huh? And he says, yeah, I'm pretty much I pretty much don't know how to use this kind of stuff, so giving it to me won't work. Maxwell says, technically, this magic is easy to use. You just need to know what your limits are, and that's pretty much it. He doesn't know that much about magic, so yeah. Anyway, Deku sees this him heal himself, but he first has to read them. All that information about learning how to do spells just goes into his mind, and now it's encrypted to his brain. So even if he wanted to forget, he really can't. He can't do that. Not anymore, at least. So he equips that spell by stopping time or whatever happens, and he just equips it and he starts healing himself. While he heals himself, he sees the blue bar on his screen turning or decreasing in color. And Deku finds out, well, oh wow, I can heal myself, and it costs that much, and that's what happens. And he feels his energy, not his stamina, but his energy, like, depleted. So I said I was going to do this, and I was going to do it. Okay, so now what happens is this. He now knows how to do healing spells, and he also has one that's flames. So now he uses it. He learns how to do flames. He reads it, and now he equips it. And the moment he starts firing away, he sees that it's a little bit more tougher to do what's called destruction. He doesn't know how to use it, but he knows how to heal. So Deku's kind of playing around with the buttons, or not the buttons, his screen. And Deku finds out how to equip armor. And let's just say the Imperials gave him some, like, armor that they don't use. And they gave him this. Alright. And now Deku is all like, oh, cool. He equips it to his person. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to give him this. It's a Final Fantasy thing. And I also wanted to give him something like that hoodie. Or not that. Probably something else. I really don't know what, like, armor or something like that HP is. But anyway, let's just say nobody has armor. Nobody has, like, helmets on. Something like this. Something like, oh, no, it's goblins still there. Let's say something like that. So he has that on, and now he feels a little more confident himself. Okay. Now that he does that, he thinks to himself, now I gotta go with him. And then he sees his objectives, and he knows where to go, and he thinks, well, this will come in handy. And now he makes his way towards the other part of the buildings, and he's fighting with one of them. Let's just say that him and Maxwell were talking on the way on what actually happened, and the other one, and what's called Maxwell says, "So you got teleported here, the young lad." Deku says, "Yes, sir." And Maxwell thinks to himself, that means he's a conjuration? Because if you guys don't know, sometimes people can be summoned, like conjuration, or no, conjuration, conjured into doing this kind of stuff. So now he's just pretty much, that's it. He tells him that he's not a conjured person, but he was teleported, and yeah, it's kind of like weird for both of them because they don't really know what to say. But they first come across this Stormcloak person, which, if you guys don't know, they just have like leather armor. Some of them do, which is blue, and it's like a skirt, or not a skirt, it's like a kilt around them with fur boots, and they also have chainmail on them, so pretty much that's it. And Deku's starting to fight him because he has a sword. It's just a regular iron sword. Well, here's the thing. He doesn't move like in the game. He moves like he does in the anime. That's the thing. He has free range of moving his body all the way around and learning what to do. So the other one, so soldier thinks to himself, I didn't even think of this. He's moving with such grace. None of us would know how to do to move around like that. But Deku has the properties of Khajiit, and he doesn't know this yet. But he's gonna start having to kill these people. Which, yep, he's not an anti-hero, but he kills. He's still a good guy. Like, deep down, he's still the same cinnamon roll. Cinnamon bun, doesn't matter. But he still protects the innocent. So anyway, he does that. And now all of a sudden, what else? He starts like not slashing him, but he's starting to cut bits. Like let's say he cuts his arm, or he slashes it, but it has a flesh wound, and he starts like defending himself much more better. So like he's training as well as going around and like dodging and making sure he hits him enough times, but Deku can't actually kill him. Not because of any mechanics, but he sees him and he thinks to himself, I can't kill this man. Even though he might be a bad guy, and even though he might be fighting against me, I can't kill someone like that. That wouldn't be what a hero would want. But Maxwell says, look, kid, I don't know what you guys do in your old world, but in here, in Tamriel, in Skyrim, we have to kill. It is the way of life. Not only that, but he will kill you if you don't kill him. Deku's thinking to himself, isn't there any way that we can help him? Or at least make sure he doesn't hurt anyone? And Maxwell says, yeah, of course, there's always a way like that. And Deku just says, oh, alright, so what do? Maxwell just walks up to the dude who's just breathing hard and who's one knee on the floor. Maxwell just grabs his sword and just sticks it into the guy's neck. And you know what? That's where we're gonna leave it off. I'm trying to keep these stories short for right now because it's 2:42 a.m. I'm tired as hell. So you know what? I'll see you guys. I'll see you not tomorrow, but when I make the next videos. Like I said, it's gonna be 2 videos. So you guys take care. I love you. Please comment, subscribe. Let's try to get to 500. And yeah.